everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely morning on Dare to Be Different with Demetria. And today we're going to discuss a very wonderful topic. It's going to be called Loving Your Flaws. And what this looks like is you have to take about 3 steps when it comes to making mistakes in life. And first, you have to accept the fact that you will make mistakes in life. You cannot demand perfectionism from yourself because you are imperfect as a human being. You're not God, you're never going to be God, you shouldn't want to be God, and you should allow God to love you through the process of learning who you are. And that's all we're doing when we do make mistakes in life is we're just walking through a process of learning who we are, whose we are, what we like, what we don't like, who we want around us, how to have those people around us. We make mistakes in life, guys. It's completely fine to mess up. It's okay to say crap. I didn't do that right. But the 3 steps that it takes to process through those things in your life when you do make a mistake, the first one is acknowledging your mistakes. Whether you've made a mistake towards yourself or towards other people, and it is possible to make a mistake towards yourself. And I'll get into that in a few minutes here. But whether you make a mistake towards others or yourself, you do need to acknowledge the pain that you've caused, whether it was intended or not intended. You have to acknowledge it because that shows yourself or the person that you still care. That you still care and that you're not just throwing them to the wayside and saying, hey, get over it. I didn't mean to. You just need to let that go. No, we don't have those types of attitudes when we're learning how to relate to one another. We are learning how to relate, so therefore we have to do some relational development. And so that takes acknowledging the mistakes you've made in life. And then after you've acknowledged them, guys, don't sit in self-pity and wallow and be depressed and hate yourself for it. No, you certainly just say, okay, now I'm going to do number 2, and that is make a vow. You make a vow, you make a promise to yourself or to the person that you've hurt that you will not continue in those behaviors that caused the hurt. Because that will kind of set the standard between the relationship of you and that other person or the relationship with yourself, whichever you're trying to heal from whatever mistake has been made. And so you do have to go ahead and apologize for what you're truly sorry for. And if you're not completely sorry about it, maybe you need to do some self-reflection until you are sorry about it or until you realize where the wrong was. Because sometimes we'll dress up a situation in our head because we don't want to be wrong, and we'll just justify things to ourselves. But let's not be in the business of justifying what's not good. Let's go ahead and further what is good in life and trash the bad. Let's do that together. So the third step in this process is to actually call to action what you're going to do to resolve the issue. You have to make sure that you have a plan in place, and not just a plan, but that you're making moves, active moves on those plans that you're making to make sure that you do not regress backward towards your past mistakes and failures, because you don't want to pull plays from your past when you're trying to build a successful future. You only want to look forward. So whatever you've done in the past that has gotten you stuck in places you didn't want to be, make your vow to yourself, make your plan of action, act on those things, and watch the changes trickle down into both your life and the lives around you that you impact. Because believe it or not, our mistakes and our decisions and our failures and our successes do not just impact us. We are human beings. We're created to relate with one another, so our lives do trickle down into the lives of other people. And so you want a healthy life. You want a healthy life, and it takes acknowledging those mistakes. It takes loving yourself through those mistakes and realizing I am human. You are not God. You will never be God. Don't try to be God. Just give it up to Him. Whatever mistakes you're making in life right now, whatever mistakes you have made in life that you haven't let go of yet, give that to God. And even if you don't know how to fix it, even if you don't know what those actionary steps will be to create the change, just put it before God and say, Lord, I don't know. So because I don't know, I'm praying for your knowledge, your wisdom, and your understanding so that I can get knowledge here in this area and I can fix this. And so that's the beautiful thing about life, is that we have plenty of chances every single day to get it right. I wrote myself an apology letter a few months back. I was in a deep depression for a while because I had made a lot of mistakes in the last couple of years that I just really regretted. And I just didn't know how to get past all of it because I was at a point where in the physical I was doing better, but mentally and emotionally I still wasn't all the way with it. And I didn't know how to get with it. So I was like, Lord, I'm so miserable and I don't know how to get out of this. And so I literally just laid in my bed and just cried. And the only thing I could really say was help. Just help, help, help. Sometimes that's all we need, is a cry for help. because there is somebody out there that knows better than you, that knows more than you in whatever areas that you're struggling in. So don't settle for your struggles in life. Certainly work on those things. And so, again, this is another short video today, guys, but I just want to make sure I leave you with those three points on how to love your flaws and how to get rid of the things in life that you don't want to see stick around in your future. So again, we've got to acknowledge, we've got to apologize, and we've got to act. Those are our 3 tips today. So today I dare you all, I'm daring you all today, I'm daring you to be real with yourself. I'm daring you to be real with